All right. Let me make sure my audio is on point. What's going on, family? Welcome back to another episode of DNN Live. I'm your host, King Debonair, along with my two beautiful co-hosts, 10 Talents and T-Dub. 10 Talents and T-Dub.
What's up, y'all?
What's
Hope
up?
everybody had a great week.
Yes, I hope so too. I hope everyone had a wonderful, blessed week.
Amen.
Without any of the nonsense, man. The enemy is constantly bringing at you because he's always going to attack you, no matter what, man. No matter what. When he know you trying to do right, when you know you gave up on him, all right, completely.
He really wants you.
He really wants you.
Yes,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, he does. So, 10 Talents, you still there?
Yes, of course I'm here.
All right. How you feeling? We ain't hear you.
I'm supernaturally blessed in Christ Jesus' mighty name. Okay. No matter what. And I tell you, some things I'd say, but God wouldn't want me to say them. He just like for me, keep my mouth shut and allow whatever's going on to bless me and not curse me.
Right.
So that's all I'm gonna say about that. And hope everybody's prayed up.
Amen.
Continue to stay prayed up and the shed blood of Christ Jesus over you and your families.
Yes, Lord.
That's right. That's right.
Over your cars, your homes, your lives, the very blood, the course it goes through your vein, all your organs, everything.
Amen.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
All right, y'all. Hold on a second. I'm hearing a little feedback here, y'all.
How was your weekend, Debonair?
My week was blessed. I always say, I woke up this morning. I know y'all probably tired of hearing that, but every time
I ain't tired of hearing that. That's good.
Yeah, that's 3/4 of the battle.
Amen.
Yeah.
You got a chance.
That's it. You got a chance to change and make a difference.
Amen.
If I open up my eyes, it is a blessed day.
Right.
No matter what's happening around me.
Listen, when I get tired of hearing that, slap me down and then kick me back up.
There you go.
Amen.
That's 3/4 of the battle, not half the battle.
Okay. Thank you, T-Dub. Yes.
There's a lot of people that ain't wake up today.
Woo.
Okay.
And it is a blessing to wake up in the next day, open up your eyes. Yeah.
Right.
People take advantage of that.
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
You never
That's
know.
3/4 of the battle.
Man, so many people are just falling off.
And like my grandmother used to say, oatmeal today, cornmeal the next day, and mixed meal the third day. Hey, you're alive and well.
That's right. Shoot, I'm thankful for every single day. Let me see who's up in the room with us. Oh, Rosalie's in here. What's up, Miss Goodwine? How are you? We about to talk about of course you've seen the topic. Carlee Russell. All right, we're gonna get into that. That's what the entirety of the show is going to consist of, because we have a lot of footage, a lot of information that we're going to try to comb through. There's a lot of things that's going on about the case that I really don't understand. All right. And I feel bad. And I don't want to come to a decision yet. All right. In my mind, I have. But I'm going to work with you guys. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to see, all right, how things turn out. Because my gut is telling me this is another Juicy Smollett. This is out of a chapter of his book. And that's what my gut's feeling. All right. But
out of the chapter of whose book, Debonair?
Juicy Smollett.
Whatever.
Hey, you know who I'm talking. I know you probably don't know. That probably went over your head, T-Dub. Juicy Smollett.
Juicy Smollett is.
All right, that is Dave. That was from Dave Chappelle. All right, remember when Jesse Smollett was, had his little nonsense going on out here in the news. You know, Dave Chappelle called him Juicy Smollett. So that is, you know what I'm saying, that's his new name. So I'm thinking she took this out of one of his books. That's my gut feeling, y'all. But we're going to get into some information. We got some dispatch information, dispatch audio. We got some 911 audio. We got, you know, her mom and dad's audio. We got all type of audio. We're going to comb through it. All right, if you want to stick with us, we're not going anywhere for a minute. All right. So, first of all, let's pull up Miss Carlee. All right. So, for those that don't know, and I know it has to be hard for anyone to not know about what happened to this young lady. Carlee had left her job. Let me start from the beginning. All right. For those that don't know, excuse me, Carlee had left her job at the Summit. There's a job. She works at a spa over there in the Summit. All right. And she left the spa. She went to Tiki's. I believe that's the name of the restaurant. Bought some food for her mother and herself. And then she proceeded to go to Target and bought some granola bars and some nips, some cheese nips. Granola bars and cheese nips. All right. Now, and then she proceeds on her way home. And then she gets on the highway, 459. I believe that's what it is. She thinks she sees a little baby out on the highway. All right. I mean, this is a busy highway. Cars up and down this highway, 45, 65 miles an hour, you know, and she thinks she sees a little Caucasian baby with a white shirt on and a pamper. So right there, T-Dub, what would you do?
Well, me personally, because, well, let me just say this, guys. So I listened to a podcast about things that happen to people. It's called What Would You Do? Something like that, but I'm going to give you the exact name of it.
Okay. And
a white girl said that the exact same thing happened to her, right? She said the baby was out it was crawling on a parkway. We call it the parkway because we live in Pittsburgh. The baby was crawling on the parkway, and she said she got out of her car and she went to help the baby. It was crawling, and she seen it. She's like, "What the hell?" And she jumps out of her car and she says she sees the thing it's a baby doll and it's on a string, and it's being pulled back into the woods. And she said to herself, "Let me get the in my car." She jumps in her car and she goes wherever she's going. So for me, T-Dub, I would never ever get out of my car for any reason for anybody but my children, my sisters, family members. I'm not and listen, I'll call 911 all day long. I don't have any issue with that.
Absolutely.
And I might wait for the police to show and say, "Yeah, I seen that baby over there, blah, blah, blah." But for me to jump out of my car at 9 at night when it's dark completely to get into the woods, I'm not doing that. I don't care who it is, unless it's a family member of mine.
Exactly. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But I have to say this. She's 25 years old. I have a daughter that age. They're still in wonderment of this world.
That's true.
That's true. When I was that age, I was going to be a president. I was going to change the world. But. So they're still in wonderment of the world. They don't know that there's true and real harm out there. True and real harm that want to kill them, take their organs and keep it pushing. So I believe the little girl, Carlee, whatever her name is, did jump out. I believe her. I don't care what Jesus would have to tell me different. And wait a minute, let me finish. Black folks as a whole was so quick to call her a liar, but they licked that white girl's ass when her man took her. They was in the desert. They licked her ass when that man, her and her boyfriend was driving in the desert, and he killed her. Oh my God. But you ain't got no sympathy for a girl that looked like your daughter, your sister, your auntie, your cousin, your niece. How if she is a liar, have sympathy for her, because clearly something's wrong for you to make up a story that crazy.
That crazy. I agree. You know, if there is something wrong, okay,
that's all I'm saying. Something's up.
Look out for her. Have some type of empathy for this young.
Sympathy for instead of making a meme and trying to get a laugh. What about your sorry? Okay, I'm done.
But I understand, and I really, really, truly empathize with you that the fact that you know that's what we do. It's quick for us to go out here and make memes, you know, and make light of the situation instead of looking at it, you know, therapeutically. Like, why would you do something? Something has to be wrong in the household. Something has to be wrong in her mind.
Absolutely.
You're
clamoring for love, affection, and you want somebody to pay you some attention. It seemed like she got a mom and a daddy. She got a brother. They were in love with her, looked like. So if she had a boyfriend. So if she did make that up, clearly she has a mental health issue.
Absolutely.
So before we laugh, what about your son that has a mental health issue? What about your daughter? What about your cousin, your auntie, your grandma, your mom? Before we make jokes about each other, take a look inside yourself.
Facts.
That's why I say when we leave, love you, love your family, love on them instead of making joke and hating them and I ain't fucking with that. Stop that.
That is true. Stop the hate.
You know, I hear all kind of stuff on the internet about the black man, he ain't shit. The black woman, she ain't shit. Well, I don't hear no white boys, no white women saying that about theirs. None.
Right.
But I hear y'all.
We are so self-critical about each other, which is true. That is very true.
I hear y'all. And the only people that ever helped me in my life look like me. Ain't no white woman ever hand me nothing. Ain't no white man ever hand me nothing.
Right.
But y'all so quick to talk about y'all own. That's the saddest thing I've ever heard in my whole life. It makes me sad for y'all. How you gonna hook up with somebody, love him, he gonna love you? Y'all gonna make a beautiful
and you know what?
and go through the years.
And now that you said that, now her boyfriend, all right, since all the allegations have come out, all right, and everything has you know kind of changed, I guess in his eyes, he totally dissociated himself with Miss Russell. All right, on their social media accounts. All right, with his social media account, all the photos that he had together with him and his girl and with her, you know, he has deleted. All right, so in my mind, I'm thinking like he knows something, okay, or maybe he's just like the rest of them and jumping to conclusions. I don't know. So it makes me wonder. All right, for someone close to her, like her boyfriend. You know what I mean? He has already.
Well, we can say one. Hey, baby, we can say one word: weak. Sorry.
It could be. It could be. All right. It could be that situation. I'm just looking at it.
Because
you know,
guess what? If she did, why can't we say, you know what? She working with something. Something's wrong. Clearly.
Obviously,
So we just
believe something is wrong. All right. So, but we're going to go through some of this information. We're going to go through all this information that we have here, and we're going to come to a conclusion on what we think. All right. Because we're not going to know for sure. All right. Even the police don't know right now. They're waiting to interview her again. They have already interviewed her. And in this, we have that statement right here. So, first of all, let me, I mean, and like T-Dub, and I like the fact that you know, are trying to be objective about the situation. You know, like, well, wait a minute, maybe she's telling the truth. But and then I sat down and thought the same way. And I said, okay, well, I'm driving on the interstate, driving on the highway, and I'm thinking, there's a little baby in the woods. That's odd to me. There's a little baby. Now, if I caught the baby in, you know, in my peripheral or something, you know, saying I would, okay, I'm going to pull over real quick. I'm like, I know I didn't just see a little baby. I wouldn't get out the car, just like you said, T-Dub. I'm going to roll the window down and, you know, holler out the window like, hey, baby, you all right? You know, and I'm be like, hey, you need some help? But I'm not getting out the car because just like you were saying, and that was the image that I had in my mind, T-Dub, is there was someone out there with a life-size cutout of a little baby trying to taunt people into the woods. Okay. But then I thought about that again. I said, wait a minute. Why would that has to be the dumbest kidnapper ever to have a fake baby, a life-size cutout of a baby in that particular area to taunt kidnappees, or it's so. In my mind, I felt like that would be completely idiotic. Why would they do something like that? All right, and then I said, well, why is it the fact that Carlee is the only individual on this busy highway that's seen this little baby? I mean, clearly the baby had a white shirt on, so it would be real easy to see him. Yeah, and the pamper, normally pampers are white, so it would have been really easy to see him. But nobody else on the highway seen this little baby. And the fact that while Carlee was on the cell phone with the police, and she did call the police immediately. All right, that's what had me thinking, like, well, maybe she did call the police, and she, but when she called the police, she was still moving 600 feet. So if she's seen a baby in a particular area, why would you continue driving down the highway? All right, because I know the baby's not moving that fast as your vehicle is moving. And if it is, I'm definitely not getting out of the vehicle and see this fast running little baby. So that puzzled me. Okay, why would she drive such a far distance if she's apparently seen this baby in the woods? So I was like, man, that's strange to me, man. I don't know. My gut feelings was saying, I don't know, a little baby in the woods. So after
I didn't know she called the police.
She did.
Because who wants trouble with the police?
Now that's what I thought too. But then I'm like, okay, well, why?
You said she dialed 911.
She dialed 911. There was an actual 911 audio. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe she really thought she saw something. All right. So in my mind, I'm like, all right, I'm going to roll with Carlee. Maybe there was something. And like T-Dub said, there was a perpetrator out here with a fake baby out here trying to lure people in. So I'm like, all right, maybe. So, and then after she calls the police department, she calls, okay, her brother's girlfriend. Yes, her brother's girlfriend, and talks with her on the phone, like, hey, girl, I see a little baby out here on the road. I don't know what I should do, but I see it, right? And I get her brother's girlfriend was like, well, girl, be careful. Don't get out the car. You don't know who that is. What women tell each other. But Carlee goes against what, the police and her boyfriend's girlfriend, her brother's girlfriend told her. She gets out the vehicle. All right. And then she leaves, drops her cell phone out, So while she's talking to the brother's girlfriend, I'm getting in front of myself. Her brother's girlfriend hears her talking to the little baby, like, hey, little baby, you okay? Hey, do you need some help, little baby? She overhears that. Okay, but she doesn't hear any reply from the baby. She doesn't hear any crying or anything. And then later on, she hears Carlee screaming. All right, so now, of course, she feels like, something is wrong. Now she's not responding. She leaves the phone line open. She doesn't turn the phone off. The phone is open. She drops it on the ground. And she rips her wig was removed from her head in the tussle. So now Carlee is officially missing. All right. Now, from the time that she called 911, y'all, it was 5 minutes. 5 minutes before police were on the scene in combing the woods. Where did this woman go? I mean, mind you, she's only 5'5", 150 pounds. So it would have been easy for her to hide and curl up underneath, a tree or something, while the cops were out and, looking for her. But that doesn't say much for the Hoover Police Department because she had to be still in those woods. Or maybe she really was abducted and pulled into an SUV. 18-wheeler. But we're going to go to some news clippings here. All right, real quick. All right. Here's the dispatch of after Carlee makes the call, all right, to 911, and 911 gives it to dispatch to give to the police. So here's the dispatch information right here. All right. We're going to come back and talk a little bit more about this one.
71, it's going to be 459 South, mile marker 10. It's going to be a child walking on the 3 or 4-year-old child walking on the side of the interstate next to her. RP's going to be close by in a red Mercedes sedan with the hazards on. Child's going to be a white male wearing a white t-shirt and a diaper.
42 copy from YMCA.
10-4.
All right. Now, that's what the information they got. Said the child was wearing, it was a white male, okay, with a white shirt, a white shirt, and a diaper. All right. So, and I'm not trying to make fun of this, y'all. I'm trying to be serious about it. I need it. So that's what the police were looking for. They were like, okay, well, there's a young baby out here or a white male with a white shirt and a diaper running around out here on the interstate. All right. So they're like, well wait, I don't understand. So after all of that, man, okay, the police come up empty. No baby, no Carlee. And now we're like, well, we don't understand. Where did she go? Okay, maybe now they're starting to believe that she's really kidnapped. Now, Hoover Police brought every single body. They got every police department known to man to come out here and find Carlee. Okay, there was a $58,000 reward. Put together by Crime Stoppers and a lot of other donations put together to help find Carlee. All right, so this turned into a big thing. This blew up immediately. Like the next day, it went viral, which is unusual for these type of cases in this particular individual. So it got extra attention. And so over these 2 days, all right, these 49 hours that Carlee was missing, everyone was pouring out their hearts. Athletes, actresses, everyone was concerned about the welfare of Carlee Russell. Then all of a sudden, she pops up. All right. Now, first she's spotted at the Red Roof Inn. Now, before I get into that, let's go into some of the items that Carlee had on her. All right. That she brought to the scene, the crime scene. All right. First, when she left her job, she stole a robe and a roll of toilet paper. Now, why would you take a robe and a roll of toilet paper? And I know her mom has money. She drives a cherry red Mercedes Benz. She has enough money to purchase toilet paper. So why would she have a robe and toilet paper when she left her job? Why would she take that from her place of employment? Okay. Then she proceeded to the restaurant, got some food for her mother and herself. Excuse me. And then she goes to Target. Now, she goes to Target and buys some granola bars and some cheese nips. All right. And then she proceeds on down to the roadway to the crime scene. All right. Now, you just think about those things that I just said. She has a robe, she has toilet paper, she got snacks. Why would you need these things right now? All right. So once Carlee is found, all right, I'm trying to fast forward because there's a lot of information. So once Carlee is found, she pops up, all right, on surveillance, walking home. Nobody around her. No one threw her out of a car. She just mysteriously popped up, walking home, got on surveillance. So once police get to her house and talk to her, get her to a hospital to get, looked at, rape kit and all this other thing, they actually got a confession out of her, a statement, let me say. So this is the statement. This is what Carlee told police officers, the detectives, that actually happened to her when she got out of the vehicle trying to help that little baby. All right.
Detectives were able to obtain a brief statement from her prior to being treated and released. During the statement, she told detectives that while traveling down the interstate, she saw a baby walking down the side of the road and called 911. She stated when she got out of her vehicle to check on the child, a man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby. She claimed that the man then picked her up and she screamed. She stated he then made her go over a fence. She claims he then forced her into a car, and the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler. She stated that the male was with a female. However, she never saw the female, only hearing her voice. She also told detectives she could hear a baby crying. She told detectives the male had orange hair with a big bald spot on the back. She said she was able to escape the 18-wheeler and fled on foot, only to be captured again and then was put in a car. She claimed she was then blindfolded but was not tied up because the captor said they did not want to leave impressions on her wrists. She said that they took her into a house and made her get undressed. She believes they took pictures of her, but she does not remember them having any physical or sexual contact. She stated the next day she woke up and was fed cheese crackers by the female. She said the woman also played with her hair, but could not remember anything else. At some point, she was put back in a vehicle she claims was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area. She told detectives she ran through lots of woods until she came out near her residence. During this interview, detectives noted that Carlee had a small injury to her lip, and she claimed that her head was hurting. She also had a tear in her shirt. Detectives also noted that she had $107 cash in her right sock.
All right. Now, and all the information that you heard right there, I mean, these have to be the worst kidnappers ever. All right. They, let her escape twice. She escaped from these individuals twice. All right. And then when they apprehended her after the second time, they didn't handcuff her or tie her up. When have you ever? I mean, the first time, maybe. But after you done ran and got away, I think the second time they're going to tie you up. All right. Some kind of restraints to make sure you don't run away again. All right. I mean, that's common sense. I mean, I know if I was a kidnapper, that would have been the first thing I would have done. So this individual doesn't try to run away. But yet these kidnappers did not tie her up, not once. All right. And then they had to force her to climb over a fence. Okay. Now that I thought about this, this is possible. Maybe he had a gun. Maybe said, climb this fence or I'm going to shoot you. Okay. That could have been the case there. And then they got to this 18-wheeler. Now all along, this is the same time frame, y'all. When she got out the car, cops were there in 5 minutes. Now they're coming to the woods because they know she's not in the car. Her wig is laying on the ground. Her cell phone is laying on the ground. Now they're like, oh,
Her wig.
Her wig. Yeah.
Her wig.
Yeah.
Her wig, not her weave.
Not her weave, no. Her wig.
Okay. I thought you said her weed. I was she must have been smoking.
Nah, she doing something. I don't know what it was, but something was going on. So her wig is laying on the ground. Her cell phone's laying on the ground. Now, this is 5 minutes, y'all, from her initially calling 911, letting them know that she's seen the little baby. So now the cops are coming to the woods, and they did not see or hear anything. They didn't see an 18-wheeler. They didn't see a little baby. And they didn't see Carlee or this gentleman with orange hair. So it's just hard for me to actually believe that, man. And then the fact that she got away twice. All right. And then the fact that these kidnappers did not put a restraint on her. Not one time. And why 18-wheeler? I mean, they couldn't find anything smaller and less conspicuous. I mean, something, inconspicuous. An 18-wheeler. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I guess one of the partners that was following the 18-wheeler, while they were trying to abduct her, she escapes. So they put her in the car, another car. And then now this time they put a hood over her head, but they still don't tie her up.
Because they could trust her. They could
Yeah.
trust her.
Do we know how, not being slick,
Go ahead.
but
Go
do
ahead.
we know how abductions go?
We don't. But
No, because none of us
we
have
don't.
ever been abducted, thank
And
God.
don't
Absolutely
wanna be,
not,
don't wanna
and
be.
don't want to be. But I'm thinking,
But-
and think about it though. If you're going to abduct someone, all right, you're taking them from where they live, forcefully. They're not going to sit down and be compliant.
So I'm glad they, because if somebody tie you up, that means they can take full advantage of you.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. They could do that
So
too.
they could
Or
throw
they
her
could have just
down,
injected her with
rape her,
something.
do all kind of stuff. So I would rather not be tied up. I'd rather not be none of that. But
No
I'm
one
just
would
saying.
be tied up. No. But normally that's the procedure. They're going to tie you to something.
Step in there.
They're going to tie you to
We
something.
know that.
Or
have
handcuff
we
you to
researched
something.
That?
No, we haven't. But it's
We don't know
common
what the normal
sense.
procedures are for a kidnapping.
It's common sense, though. To me, I think it's common sense. It may not be. Okay, maybe that is, maybe they felt like they could trust her not to run away. Maybe they felt that they instilled enough fear into her with whatever they did before they got her into that truck that she would not run. Maybe.
Right, because
But I doubt it.
she was thinking that she was going to help save a baby, not that she was going to be
Abducted.
And then on
yeah.
top of that, they
a
did not
hostage herself.
blindfold her, so she knows what her abductor looks like. This Caucasian man with orange hair. I don't know why she didn't see the woman that was with him, because they didn't blindfold her until after the fact, until she escaped the first time. So you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at every single bit of information, everything the cops said that they got from her, all the statement, the whole entire statement from her. I'm examining this. Okay. And it just doesn't add up for her to escape the second time and still didn't get any handcuffs or a rope or something to keep you from running again. And then she escapes again and gets home. So, it's just strange to me. And then on top of that, now I told you everything that went on, everything that she did before she made that 911 call, still in the robe, still in the toilet paper from her job, going to Target, buying the snacks. All right. And then on top of that, the detectives combed through her phone that she dropped. All right. And they started checking all the searches, all her Google searches. And these are some of the Google searches that she made on her phone prior to this abduction.
Detectives continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data includes several internet searches in the days leading up to her disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term you have to pay for an Amber Alert was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term how to take money from a register without being caught was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term Birmingham bus station was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. There were 2 searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert.
All right. That's a lot of searching. Okay, right before you mysteriously come up missing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so under Shane in jail.
Right. I mean, I honestly feel like that ultimately will be the outcome. I mean, that's what I'm feeling in my gut. I hope not. I hope.
Why should she go to jail, y'all? Because she has a mental health issue?
Now, wait a minute now. But there's another individual that did this, a Caucasian woman that did this back in the day, Sarah Papini or something like that, I believe her name is. And she did this a while ago, claiming that she was kidnapped by 2 Latinos. She was gone, and then come to find out, she was camping out with her ex-boyfriend. They slapped her with 18 months.
Okay, but guess what? Google, I want everybody to Google white woman runaway lie. And guess how many are there?
And how many there are? I believe
no
that. I believe that. I believe that. Oh yeah. And with no repercussions.
Clearly something's wrong in her head.
That's true.
But I said it's a wonder she ain't in jail after they done found all that.
I don't want her to go to jail. Wrong in her head.
I don't want her to go to jail either. She needs some type of mental help. She needs, some therapy, because she had a teacher. One of her teachers from her school had left a Twitter, basically saying that she already knew that this young lady had some behavioral issues, and that her parents were coddling her and enabling this behavior. So she was basically saying that she knew that this was eventually going to happen. In so many words, because of the parents not doing what they needed to do. So, and I feel bad for her parents. As a matter of fact, let's pull up her parents real quick. This is her parents, right after the whole incident happened. Hold on.
Talking to our son's girlfriend on the phone, she told her that it looks like there's a little child on the side of the road that looks like a small toddler. She told her, don't get out the car. And she said, I'm going to pull over and call 911 or call 911. She put her on hold, called 911, and she clicked back over and told her that 911 was, or that the police were on the way. And the next thing our son's girlfriend heard was Carlee asking the child if they were okay. So she evidently got out the car. She asked the child if they were okay maybe 2 or 3 times. She didn't hear a response from a child on the other end. And she did hear a scream. And then she could tell there was maybe some type of shuffling. And the phone dropped to the ground. And from there, all she could hear was background noise.
So, and that was from what her little brother's girlfriend, was relaying back to the family members.
No, what you getting?
So, to me, I feel bad for her parents, and then I'm like, listening to what the teacher said, it's like, wait a minute, you knew this was going on. You were spoiling this girl, coddling this girl, and ignoring the fact that she had a mental issue that needed to be addressed. Now this is what happens. All right. So, if you have a child that they have some type of mental issues, and you haven't addressed them, You're just looking over it, brushing over it, thinking that it will take care of itself in time. No.
Here.
Yes, ma'am.
You got a picture of Carlee?
I do. You know what I mean? So
Let me see.
yeah. So you guys do something about that. Here's a picture of Carlee. This is her right here. So she's slim built, and honestly, in my mind, I'm thinking like she can make it a couple of days with on Cheez-Its and granola bars. You know what I'm saying? She can make it a couple of days out in the woods or somewhere on Cheez-Its and granola bars. Just a couple of days. She all right. She probably ate well before she left work. Or, whatever. Ate some of that tiki meal that she purchased for her and her mom. So she was good. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. Okay. I want y'all to let me know what y'all think in the comment section, please. Because I feel, I don't want to pass early judgment on this young lady. T-Dub. Right? Hold on.
T-Dub hung up.
Oh, T-Dub.
She
okay.
getting into her destination. Yeah.
Okay.
But Carlee's a pretty young girl, but she don't look like something's wrong with her. But that you can't.
That doesn't
never
matter.
Tell,
no, you can't look
That's
at.
What I think you can never tell.
Yeah, a person. You can't look at a person.
But sometimes you can tell. That's why I said, "Do you have a picture of her?"
Okay, no, she's not. No. She doesn't look like there may be something wrong. But like I said,
she looks like she's having a good time in her life.
Yeah, she is. She's very popular on social media, so. And then she's one of these individuals, all right, because I was looking at her social media feed, and she puts a lot of her personal business out on the social media, all right? I mean, expressing her feelings out on the social media, on Facebook and all that. So, I mean.
A lot of people do.
Exactly. I know. So, we really could get an understanding of her mindset and what really is going on, because she was dealing with a lot, and she was putting it out on Facebook. But nobody really was paying attention. Her parents weren't really paying attention. She was crying out for help then. All right. And I think there's a lot of people that are doing the exact same thing that really need to go see a therapist, that really need to address their mental health issues. Okay. Because mental health is serious and it's real, as you can see. I mean, look at the case of Juicy Smollett. There's obviously some mental detachment there for him to come up with this outlandish story about the mega hats and the rope on his neck. And I mean, come on. For him to do something like that, there had to have been some type of mental disconnect. So it's real. It's amongst us all. I mean, you see the actors, the musicians, and the regular people. We're all dealing with these issues. Look at Robin Williams. May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
No one knew that Robin Williams was depressed. Well, maybe people close to him, but we surely didn't. All we knew of Robin Williams was that happy-go-lucky, cheerful guy. Right? But no, under all of that, he was mentally unstable. Unstable enough to take his own life. So, we don't know. And then the thing is about this, and then the reason why it took wind so fast and got really, really popular on social media, because it came right up off the heels of the movie Sounds of Freedom. All right. Now, this was fresh on everyone's mind. Okay. The fact that, these theaters in different corporations are trying to, smother this film out. And then all of a sudden, we have a real live abduction, okay, on local news. Like, whoa, wait a minute, whoa. So I think that's a lot of the reason why this blew up, because normally these type of cases will, brush under the rug. You barely would get any type of media coverage. But this one went completely viral. TikTok examiners and ideologists, just went bananas with it, everywhere, YouTube as well. So, and I refused to do a story on it because I really wanted to find out the facts, and I didn't want to come out and call her a liar, without having any evidence. Okay. And I don't know. So let's continue. All right. So now I told you guys, that she had a robe. She had toilet paper that she got from her job. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, there was a 911 dispatch to the police officers to the Red Roof Inn. All right. Check this out. This is before Carlee was returned home. All right. Check out this dispatch.
54 unclassified complaint 1466 Montgomery Highway at the Red Roof Inn. The front office, per caller, family members at this location saying they received a call from the female that's missing, Carlee Russell. 754 family members are saying they received a call from the female saying she was at this location.
754 en route.
760 1851.
26 of the responding units. I just spoke with the front desk clerk. They said that the family is not being hostile or anything like that, but that there was about 6 carloads of people that have just shown up over there.
5-4 copy. Did the front desk have anybody check in under that name?
Negative, and according to the front desk, the message that the family got did not state which Red Roof Inn. They don't know if it's going to be Vestavia or another location.
Okay, thank you.
Now, people can say that maybe that was a hoax. Maybe there was somebody out there claiming that, they could have used AI, and recorded her voice somehow. I mean, I'm just putting all the possibilities out there, y'all, and put in that fake call from the Red Roof Inn. All right. Just to cause up some, stir up some controversy and to get, everyone down there and excited and get the news there. That could have been the case. But then also there is a Red Roof Inn like 20 minutes from the vicinity that she was kidnapped. And she did take a robe with her. So why would you need a robe? Normally when you go to the hotel, I normally take my robe with me. Maybe some toilet paper. No, never really toilet. There's always toilet paper, but maybe she thought she might need to use the restroom out in the woods. So she brought some toilet paper with her. I'm just thinking, y'all. I'm looking at this objectively. I'm looking at all aspects of it. I don't want to actually, claim that her story is completely false without looking at it and examining it. And everything that we've looked at, y'all, doesn't look good. Does not look good. All of the items that she had with her, all the searches, the Google searches that they acquired on her phone, all stem to the fact of false abduction. Come on, I mean, honestly. If you're still watching, hit that like button. I appreciate y'all. Please hit that like button. If you're watching on Facebook, hit that like button. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Appreciate you. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. All right. But I honestly feel like, everything is out in front of us now. There's no misconceptions. All right. There's no confusion here now. Her statement put the nail in the coffin, so to speak. I mean, if this is true, I will redact everything that I just said. But I'm looking at the facts, just the facts, man. And doesn't sound, I mean, if we go back a little bit just to where the kidnappers did not restrain her, that's strange to me, yeah. And I mean, like T-Dub added, like, we don't know, we don't have the kidnappers guidebook. Okay, we don't know what kidnappers do. But
we know what we've heard. We know what we've heard.
True.
They restrain you, cover your mouth up, your legs, your arms, everything.
Immediately. Look at the individuals that crossed the border over into Mexico, man, and they got it seized over there. They were taken and immediately tied up. They weren't even just kidnapped. Well, I guess they were, but yeah, immediately. I mean, once they get you in their grips and get you back to their lair, or in this case, the 18-wheeler, they're going to try to restrain you. All right. And then now, if they don't, all right, just think about it. In case they didn't restrain her. All right. Now,
was she in the back of the 18-wheeler or in the front?
I don't know. They didn't say whether she was pulled into the back of the truck or in the front of the truck. But either way it goes, they didn't tie her up or restrain her. So, all right, let's just say that they didn't restrain her when they pulled her into the truck. She gets away. All right, now they have to go back and retrieve her again. So they have a car tailing the truck. All right, hypothetically, we don't know for sure, but this is what has to have happened. If immediately after she escaped the truck, a car pulls up and they throw a hood on her and they throw her in the car. So now the second time that they abduct her, they still do not restrain her. Okay? I don't. Then
they
somehow
would have restrained her because they already see she's a runner.
They would have restrained her, yeah, because they didn't want to have to put up with any more nonsense from this individual running. So then mysteriously, she blacks out. I don't know, wakes up somewhere else, and they're taking pictures of her. Now, I don't know, man. Like I said, it just sounds strange to me. And, I've heard other outlandish stories, just like the woman I was telling you about this. Well, I believe her name is Sarah. I'm not sure. If anyone knows her name, leave it in the comment section. The woman that faked her abduction back in the day, got 18 months. But she had a real elaborate story as well about these two Latinos that had kidnapped her, ripped out her hair, and all this. But she did all this on her own. It was all a lie. So I'm just saying, y'all, ultimately, I feel Carlee was reaching out for help, reaching out for, some love, because I can't accept this story. I'm sorry. I just can't. Like, if I'm wrong, I will definitely come back. I told you guys to redact all everything that I said, but at this point, I don't accept it. I can't. It sounds fishy. Sounds like a duck, walks like a duck. So I mean, come on. So, but ultimately, she needs help, and the moral of the story is there's a lot of individuals out here that are dealing with mental health. All right, and they're using social media to I don't know. They're using social media, I guess, to cry out. There's a lot of people, and I know, and I see them. The ones that put every single thing that they do, every move they make, every mood that they're in, they post on social media. Either on their Twitter account or their Facebook account, where you can monitor her mood day by day. These are the individuals. There's something wrong. They're crying out. So if you have a friend or a family member that is have these issues, or they're displaying this behavior, do something. Reach out to them. Get them some help. Give them a hug. Go over there and talk to them. Call them. They might need, who knows what. I'm just saying, y'all. But it's very sad about this young lady. I'm looking at the fact that the police are going to come to the conclusion that I have. I mean, if they haven't already, and she's going to be looking at charges. Her boyfriend, like I said earlier in the broadcast, he's completely disowned her. He's removed all pictures of him and her on the social media accounts. So obviously he feels the same way, or he knows something that we don't, because there hasn't been any other statements from Carlee since the first initial one, because they're giving her time to rest and decompress. But yeah, let me know what you think. All right, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think about this whole story, whether you think it's real or not. You know, you know, it's just sad, man, that you just it really is. You know, like, wow, this is what you need to do to get attention. Like, this is what you thought to do. I mean, her parents need to really evaluate the situation and get her some help. And I feel bad for them. But remember, I said it. There was a teacher from one of her schools, and they said that they noticed this type of behavior, this spoiled brat behavior, where she feel like she can get and do whatever she want. So maybe that's the case, y'all. Maybe that's the case. I know there's definitely some type of mental disconnect. But because I doubt if there was a little baby out in the woods 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. I mean, at night. But like T-Dub said, some of these kidnappers use that as bait, to lure people in. So if you're out late night and you're in a certain area, you see a little baby, don't get out your car. If you're unsure, roll your window down. Hey, little baby, you all right? Look around. If your little baby don't respond, man, keep it moving. Okay. So I'm just saying. 10 Talents, what do you think?
You know what? It's been so many hoax. They say man hasn't went to the moon yet. I don't know, but all these movies they make, like they going to the moon. So many things,
I know. There's a lot of hoax.
The COVID, the C-19, where they wanted to get rid of all these people, stop them from getting Social Security. They killed millions of people. Not a pandemic, but a plandemic. They planned all this.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of that
all these things that people do. Hey, she can have her 15 minutes of fame.
She definitely
and if all
did.
she got for it is $50,000, but she needs help. I believe she do need help.
I agree.
But she just might have a vivid imagination, and she might be a writer.
Trying
stuff out on writing. Rod Sterling, the man that made the Twilight Zone. He was something else with his story.
With his storytelling,
so, I'm not gonna shoot her down and say, because sometimes your mind, you be just like autism people. They be smart as I don't know what, but the slightest little thing, they could be
That's true.
not as smart in, but
mathematically.
Mathematician,
Yeah,
all kind of things.
Genius.
So I ain't gonna counter out, and her for one person is something, and another person is something else.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know. I agree.
I just hope she don't spend no time that they say, well, you certainly got a way to a new movie coming out by Carlee.
Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna be, a new Netflix special coming out. Little baby the little baby in the woods. That's what I'm telling you. There's gonna be, how Netflix is.
I wouldn't be surprised people don't use that, a midget, because my daughter thought it was a midget.
Yeah.
A midget.
I mean, I thought
like a baby.
I had all type of ideas of what this possibly could have been. I mean, I even went to the point that maybe she was abducted by something unhuman. I mean, I gave her the shadow, benefit of the doubt. I'm like, honestly, man, I hope she returns.
Wait a minute. What about the people that were abducted by aliens?
Right. But this wasn't the case.
So it's all kind of things out here,
And the alien with red hair. I mean, orange hair, maybe. I don't know. I doubt it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the situation, y'all. Please hit that like button. Hit that like button, y'all. While those that are still in the room, I appreciate you. Those that, if you haven't already, hit that subscription button, please. If you're watching it on YouTube, we appreciate you. It helps out the show, pushes that algorithm. Leave some comments, y'all. Let me know what you think. About all the information that we put forth today. I want to know what you feel about the situation. Do you feel Carlee really saw a little baby? That there really is a man out there with orange hair, and she was really abducted and escaped twice? Or do you believe that she faked it all? Okay. She ran into the woods and disappeared, and Hoover police could not even find her. I wonder how they going to really find a missing person. They really couldn't find her. She really wasn't missing. She was just in the woods somewhere, running from, and they couldn't even find her. But do you believe it was fake? She fabricated the whole thing. She was sitting at the Red Roof Inn with her feet up in her robe, with a roll of toilet paper and her Cheez-Its and her granola bars, surfing social media, laughing. Let me know what you think.
They traffic all them girls in them 18-wheelers.
You never know. We've seen that. But, she also did Google a lot of things. So she, and I know she probably seen these movies as well. So it's not hard to create
And
that
she
same
called herself a
story.
dumbass because she should have had a throwaway phone. She should have did that and left that phone somewhere so nobody got it.
Yeah.
And then used another phone.
Excuse me.
People don't think. They just think for now. They never think for later.
No, she didn't think this plan, through. She thought she did,
No,
but
she
she didn't. And then she left all the biggest pieces of evidence was in that phone, and there was other stuff that they didn't, reveal to us. They was like, oh, maybe this is a little too personal. We're not going to reveal that, but this also helps the case. So there's a lot of information that we don't know about that they have obtained. So, I'm going according to the, the narrative of the police, and I don't deal with the police out like that. You know that. I mean, the crooked ones. All right. But I'm just looking at the situation for what it is. So I feel bad for her. I hope she gets the help that she needs, and stop wasting people's time. All these individuals that donated this money, that $58,000, man, to help find her. I hope everyone gets their money back, and
And you said movie stars and everything was
concerned.
Well, the money don't look like it. $58,000 ain't no money.
I know that, but you know what? Maybe they started feeling and had a gut feeling like I did. Who knows? And that's when the money started drying up. Like, wait a minute now. I mean, in actuality, she didn't give it enough time. She was only gone for 49 hours, and she gave up, came home. But
she got a little over $1,000 a minute. I mean, an hour.
Right. Well, 58,000. But yeah, I know. But so
it was down for 49. So hey.
So, but hey, my condolences to Carlee's family. All right, that's the ones that have to deal with the aftermath of all of this wreckage that she created.
Yeah, her family,
her mom and dad. I feel bad for them, and the boyfriend too, because now he's gonna be known. They're gonna, social media is treacherous, and they're gonna, for a while.
Now, if it was the other way around, she would have stuck with him. Men always do that to women.
Well, now wait a minute.
If it was vice versa, she would have stuck with her man. That's what we do. We stick with our man regardless. And look how he's running out on her.
You know what?
He already knows she needs help.
I agree.
He know this ain't nothing new to him.
I
It just
agree.
took another turn.
He should have stuck with her.
That's true. And look, he done left her all alone.
But
now.
and then you're her man. You're her man. So she got issues, bruh. Come on now.
Right, that's what
There's no way in the world that you her man and don't know that she got issues.
No,
come on,
something's going on, right?
Yeah,
right.
You know. So come on, man. So don't all of a sudden get brand new and act like now he wants to delete all his pictures.
Yeah. Now you're gonna leave me alone. Leave me.
Yeah, she was all good until this incident happened. Yeah, right. So, but yeah, that's it, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Leave some comments below. All right. Let me know what you think about this whole story. We're about to get up out of here. 10 Talents Gang, any final words before we leave? Because we're about to run over. We're running up.
Cover yourself.
Yeah.
With the blood of Jesus.
Yes. Stay prayed up. Absolutely.
It's so many things happen. The Euphrates is drying up. They're finding all kind of things.
Oh yeah. The world is changing for the worse right now, y'all.
Yep.
So get close with God,
man.
Is
fulfilling itself.
Start reading your Bibles.
Get your relationship.
That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we love y'all. We'll be back next Friday, around 5-ish, 5:30-ish.
Body armor on. Say your prayers. Do your loosening and binding.
Mm-hmm. Stay prayed up.
Love one another. Be there for each other.
Mm-hmm. Especially if
don't be like Carlee's man.
No, don't be like him.
He got going.
Yeah, when the going got tough, he got about. Yeah, he's like, man, I'm out of here. Yeah, this is straight cap. So yeah, man. So
Yeah.
don't be like that. You know, if your loved one has some type of mental issues, man, reach out to them, talk to them,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
get them some help.
And we all got something wrong with
We
us.
all
Every
got.
last one of us.
That's right.
Every last
Absolutely. We all need to go
one of us.
see
And
a
I include
therapist.
myself in the bunch.
All of
Every
us.
last one of us.
Yes.
You
We,
know?
all of us. Not saying a therapist has
Yeah.
all the answers, but they help. Okay. So
Yeah.
especially if you have some issues that need to be addressed. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna stop wasting your time. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for staying for the whole entire broadcast. Like I always say, at night, okay, get those things that you run to in the daytime that are real important to you, those cigarettes or that cell phone or whatever it is you run to in the daytime and you get out the bed. All right. And while you're down there up underneath the bed, trying to retrieve those items, remember to give thanks. While you're on your knees, say, thank you, Lord, for waking me up. Thank you, Lord, for another day on this planet. Thank you, Lord, for another day and allowing me to praise your name, Father. In the mighty name of Yeshua, y'all have a wonderful, blessed weekend. Yes.
Life.
All right. And we'll see y'all next Friday. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Peace.
All right.